We all had an early vision of what our lives would look like, and then life actually happened. From marriage to motherhood, career dreams, and everything in between, this is Life Actually with Mary Belle. All right, welcome back to Life Actually with Mary Belle. I'm super excited. This is probably going to be 2-part quick episodes. I had written a blog when I turned 40, which was last November, and it was 40 things I've learned in 40 years. And so I basically kind of, I guess, repurposing it, where one episode I wanted to just read through 20. And, I don't really know how this is going to go, but this is the best part about, I don't know, doing my own thing here. I could see how it goes, and I could, change it as I see. If I never want to do another one of these again, I don't have to. But 40 things I learned in 40 years. I've said this before too. I don't particularly think 40 is old. I sort of hate when everybody's like, I'm old now. No, you're not. You're not. A 50-year-old is going to be like, wait till you're 50, which I've said that before. I hate just wait people. I hate when anybody says anything, just wait till you're 50, just wait till you're 60. Okay, but I'm living my life right now. So 40 years old. Some of you might be younger listening to this. Some of you might be older and might think I'm like a baby and you wish that you were 40 again. But regardless, these are important things that and I think I wrote this entire blog when I wrote it last November. I don't think it took me more than a half hour to jot all of these things down. So I'll just go through bullet points that, it's 1 through 20 for part 1 of this. And I hope some of it resonates with you. I probably have a few sidebars for each point. But number 1, life is unpredictable no matter how much you try to plan it, which, if you are a reader of Vivio Memento and you've heard me talk about it incessantly, where Vivio Memento came from, Vivio Memento means to live in the moment. And when I became a mother, I realized that the anxiety I've had my whole life, I just always planned to death. And when you have a kid, you can't plan everything. So you have to sort of try to live in the moment and be more malleable to how things go, because not everything is going to go how you plan it. And the moment that you sort of understand that, and you stop trying to plan everything and have an answer for everything, is really the time that your life just gets better. It's unpredictable, and it's always going to be unpredictable no matter how much you may or may not want it to be. Number 2, there will always be someone, quote, better than you. Learn from them and don't compare yourself to them. That's in every facet of life. There's always going to be somebody better looking, more fit, more successful. Maybe they're doing more things with their time. Maybe in your eyes, they're a better mother or whatever. If you are happy with yourself, and I say this all the time, the whole last episode from last week was body positivity and finding your confidence. When you learn to love yourself the most, it will not matter what other people are doing around you. When you are operating at your max capacity, like the best form and being of yourself that you can, it will not matter what others do. So I would actually urge you, if you find yourself comparing yourself to others, you have a little bit of work to do on the inside, because you probably haven't found your most competent version of you yet, which is the reason why, you could be looking at somebody else as, oh, maybe they have something better than me. Focus on yourself and be the best version of yourself. Number 3, there is always somebody who has it worse than you. Be kind and help where you can. My mother told me this growing up. Not that she didn't pay attention to when I had problems, whether it was high school, college, any of those things. But you could be sick. You could be, quote, too large. You could not be smart enough. You could not pass a test. You could get an ailment, right? Somebody always has something worse than you. And that doesn't take away from, hey, you might have a hardship right now, but it's another version of finding the positive in every situation. If you find the positive and you lean into the good that you do have, a lot of the things that you may think that you don't have or actuality don't have will fall along the wayside, because you'll be focused and dialed in on the positive. Number 4, live well in the body you have. Don't wait to enjoy things until you have the body you, quote, want. I think that's another piece of that confidence puzzle, right? Like, if you don't like something, change it. But while you're waiting to change it, enjoy what you got. Because I said that before too. I'm never going to be this age again. I'm never going to be, quote, this young again. Do I wish I was less weighed? Did I weigh less? I was a smaller size. Like, not for vain purposes, just for like my health purposes and like,
the ease of which, like working out, walking around, wearing heels. Um, uh, Live well in the body you have. If you don't like it, if you're uncomfortable, change it. But I would urge you not to say, oh, I'm not going to wear that bathing suit until I'm 20 pounds lighter. You could be dead tomorrow. So wear the bathing suit now. Number 5, if you don't love the body you have, make healthy changes until you do. I basically already expanded on that. Number 6, your value is not dictated by the number on the scale or the size of your clothes. This is all related, and this has obviously been a big subject matter of my life is, and I've said this the last episode, you're so wonderful, but ... you're just a little too big. That doesn't determine your value. As long as you are happy with yourself, that's all that matters. And if you're not, do whatever you can to change it. Number 7, if you have to continuously pull it up or pull it down, it doesn't fit and you'll look as uncomfortable as you feel in it. I have made mention to Claudio as respectfully as possible that I have a strapless bra on right now that is not doing a fucking thing because they're the worst. Everybody knows, unless you have absolutely no boobies or really small boobies, which is like you don't even need a bra at that point. And I'm very envious sometimes of people who do. But when you have large boobs, if anybody has great strapless bra recommendations and you could send me a message on where to get one, I need it, because I actually banned Claudio from doing a full pull-out view of our entire setup here, because I'm like, I'm just gonna sit here and I'm gonna keep the girls in place, because the strapless, it ain't doing anything. It's not doing it. It's basically just an extra layer in my shirt. But I'm not taking my own advice, but it was the only one I had at home, so I didn't want to make this rated R. So number 8, overdressed is always better than underdressed. And this is like as far as like going out places, because I work from home. So I basically look half homeless most of the time. Like I am in yoga pants. This does not apply to everyday life. This is like if I'm going somewhere and I have the option to wear like jeans and a boot versus like a fancy pant or skirt and a fancy shirt, or I am always going overdressed. If I'm going to dinner, I'm overdressed. If I'm going to get pictures done, I'm overdressed. And I've never once regretted that, ever. Ever in situations like that. Perfectly okay to be underdressed when you're in the comfort of your own home. Like I said in a previous episode, getting home and just throwing pajamas on no matter what time of day it is, that is a high. That is a life glimmer. Those are one of my favorite moments of life, is getting home and just immediately changing into my pajamas. Number 9, live a life that you'll be proud to look back on when you're 80. I say this all the time. I said this when I was going through marriage issues, when we were going through therapy. When we're 80 and we look back at our entire marriage, our entire life together, will we be happy with it? And I sort of live every day like that. When I'm having bad days as a mom, like, yeah, you get bad days. Sometimes you're not the most patient. As a whole, when I'm 80 and I look back at the type of mother that I was to my daughter, am I going to be proud of that? I sure hope so. Am I going to be proud of the different career choices that I made? Am I going to be proud that, hey, I didn't know if writing a book was going to be the right thing for me, if starting a podcast was going to be the right thing for me? Maybe some of these things go further, maybe some of them don't, but I know that I tried all of them, and that is the thing that means the most to me. Number 10, not every friend you make will move to new chapters of life with you, and that's okay. Some stay for a season, and others make it through the rest of your journey for a reason. I think everybody in life has gone through this. You don't keep friends from every single stage of your life, right? You have like you have the core group that have, my best friend from kindergarten, 1989, Alicia, she's my best friend still. I have my best friend Lauren from middle school, my best friends Lauren and Christine from college, and Jane. Like, I have best friends from every stage of life. I keep a lot of friends in my life. And there have also been people that just don't make it. Like, maybe you become friends or you have things that you have in common based on the areas in life that you were in at the time that you're no longer in now. And I've had that happen with a lot of people. And I'm very thankful for the different lessons that they brought me or that they helped me through. But sometimes you go to a different stage in your life. And even though you're thankful for what they brought when it was the time that they were in your life, you're just in a different stage now where it doesn't bring value to your life anymore. Doesn't mean you're not thankful for them, but it's it's time to move on. And I've learned that in a variety of ways. Number 11, you need to believe in yourself more than anyone else ever will. I shout this from the rooftops. It's wonderful if people are very complimentary of you, your work, what you look like, whatever. You have to be your biggest fan. Number 12, take notes from those who inspire you. This has been a big one. And I said this too. I mean, I talk about Tony and Dave a lot, but it's kind of full circle because I was on this set and I met Claudio of Kayi Visions because I was a guest on Dave's podcast on No Snooze. I met Tony Peck because I was a guest on Dave's podcast and because Tony was. And the two of them in varying ways have introduced me to so many different people. They've taught me so many varying lessons of just like, how to network, the things to really focus on to be the best version of myself, like things not to sort of bog myself down with. They've just been wonderful. And so they are people who inspire me. Many of my fellow authors inspire me. Many of my mom friends inspire me. So I just take notes from all those different types of people in order to make sure that I'm living my life not thinking that I know everything, but taking little bits and pieces from the people that I really truly look up to and I value in order to like live the best version of my life for me. Number 13, the type of people you surround yourself will show themselves in many of your decisions, moods, and the way you view yourself. That's basically like that rotten apple. I don't know if that's a syndrome or whatever, but like an apple will get rotten and then the other apples around it turn rotten. If you're hanging out with shitty people or people that don't, propel you forward or bring out the best in you, you're going to end up feeling that. And I went through different stages in my life too, where I was hanging out with people and I'm like, this is not the life I want to live. This is not the time I want to be spending when I'm not home. And I had to make a lot of different changes. And this is from as young as when you're teenagers, right? If you're hanging out with shitty people, you're going to become a shitty person. And the same thing goes for adults too. I don't want to hang out with negative people. I don't want to talk about, how horrible momming is and my kids this, my kids that. Is it difficult? Yes. But I'd rather focus for the most part on the good and then just enjoy time with somebody rather than just bitching about stuff. And I think that's me in general. Number 14, if something doesn't feel right, listen to your gut. Relationships, careers, parenting, health, and whether or not you left the curling iron on. How many fucking times have I done that? Thankfully, they make auto shut off, but back in the day in high school, they did not. And I used to leave the house by myself. And this was not when the bus came right outside your freaking house like it does now. I had to walk down a block and another block. I remembered that the curling iron was on. I saw the bus at the top of a hill and I'm like, I might be able to make it. I would not be able to make it now. But back then I was playing volleyball. So I said to my neighbor, Joey Cianciato, I said, if the bus comes, please try to stall it until I get back. I was like Forrest Gump running around the corner with my backpack, like blowing in the breeze, hoping like, that like slow-mo song, like when you're like running slowly. Yes, exactly that one. And I made it. But yeah, whenever you think you left your hair appliances on, you probably did. Oh, see, look, number 15. Better yet, always buy the auto off because who's got the time to remember to shut those things off? Not me. Number 16, your ability to return a shopping cart consistently is directly correlated to whether or not you're a good person deep down to your soul. Do you believe that? Let's put Claudio on the spot here. Do you return your shopping cart?
So
I don't think he does.
7 out of 10 times I do. The 3 times that I don't, it's probably because it's really far away or really inconvenient or it's raining or it's something is, I will say this, and this is going to speak to my beautiful wife. She 150% of the time always returns the cart to the place. If my score is at a 7, it is definitely because she has instilled that in me. Because I think before her, maybe it was a 50% of the time.
Honesty.
Yeah. But now I'm very mindful of trying to do that, unless it's crazy inconvenient. Then I'm like, it's pouring rain and it's all the way over there, and I got to get in the car. See you later.
Well, at least you're 70%.
But I'll tell you this, though. I am super mindful because I've seen the damage that carts can do on cars.
Yeah.
And I love cars. I love my cars. And I've seen, like, carts kind of fly around in a parking lot or just be around. And I actually, fun little story, not to get into a tangent, the very first car that I bought with my full-time money, like myself, because I did buy one in college, but it was like this was like full-time money. I got a nice little Lexus, and I was so hyped up because I wanted this car for a long time, and I leased it, and it was mine, brand new, gorgeous. I go to the Costco parking lot, and I'm driving around for a spot, and there's a cart that's kind of in the middle of a spot, and I wanted to park around it, and I must have like touched it with my tire. It was a very light touch, and it like jerked it, and it hit my car a little bit, and it wasn't nothing big. So I'm like, oh, maybe it was nothing. Cars are plastic today anyway, so whatever. I kind of drove away, went parked, and then I looked, and there was a nice little dent on a brand new car, and I was devastated. And I was like, who left that cart in the way? So I am very mindful of not leaving carts out in the way. Again, 30% of the time, if it's not convenient, I'm like, sorry.
All right. Well, you're almost good deep down in your soul. Oh, boy. All right. 17. Whenever you don't feel your best, schedule an everything shower and blow dry your hair. Women know exactly what I'm talking about. Voila. It's an instant turnaround. And we are talking about shaving every which direction on every body part. Full scalp massage, like tweezing the eyebrows, doing all of the things. Like that feeling when you get into clean sheets at the end of the night with a full everything shower and body, there's nothing like it. Nothing compares. It will immediately make you feel better about yourself. Number 18, lip gloss and mascara have the power to cure nearly anything. And I am a big believer in that. This is where we like to get deep here. Again, if you're having a shitty day and you look at yourself and you're like, wow, I don't remember being this ugly. No, I'm just kidding. Lip gloss and mascara, like, see, God, I'm so good at this. 19, large hoop earrings increase self-confidence by 200%. And those are the keys to my success, everybody, okay? And I bet you a majority of my Jersey girls will agree with this. Lip gloss, mascara, and large hoop earrings, you have no problems. You may underneath, but you're not going to project like you have any problems because you immediately have your shit together when you have the trifecta on. That is gloss, mascara, and hoop earrings, okay? And number 20, don't put off till tomorrow what you can do today unless you're just really tired, because sometimes we need a friggin' nap. You thought I was going to get real philosophical on you and be like, just push through your day. No, every once in a while you just need to take a fucking nap, right? I really think so. Dave may not agree if he was here, but I really feel like not a nap every day. Listen to your body and understand yourself. This has something to do with confidence too. You know what you're capable of on a day-to-day basis. If and when you just feel like you are stuck and you're like, wow, I feel really tired, give yourself a little break. You need a little reset probably. Take a little nap. I would not suggest more than 20, 30 minutes. If I sleep for more than 20 minutes in the middle of the day, first of all, I haven't done that. I can't even tell you, but I'm out. Like if I fall asleep for like 45 minutes to an hour, done so. I can't recover from that. I'm also not falling asleep that night until like 1 o'clock in the morning. So anyways, be kind to yourself. If you need a nap, go take one. So that was the first 20. All right. So if you're watching this on part 1, next week, we're going to get to part 2.
Thanks so much for tuning in. Like, subscribe, share, follow the full journey on social media at the handle mary.belle.books. And if you have need for audio-visual content creation and recording services, Cayi Visions is located in Stamford, Connecticut, and can also be found on Instagram at CAYI Visions.